We sleep soundly at night because we trust the laws of the universe. We know the sun will rise in the east. We know that fire burns, most importantly. We know that gravity pulls things down. Gravity is the anchor of our reality. But what if that law were broken tonight? What if you heard a sound in the darkness that defied physics? Not a ghost, not a monster, something small, insignificant, and terrifying, like a single drop of water climbing up the stairs. This happened in a large, crumbling apartment building in the city, the kind of place where people live close together, but remain strangers. It was late. The silence was thick and heavy, the kind you only find at 3 a.m. Then the sound began. Plink. A young, pale woman in a first-floor apartment heard it first. It sounded like a drop of water falling from a faucet, but it wasn't coming from the kitchen. It was coming from the staircase. She listened. Blink, blink, blink. It wasn't the rhythm of a leak. It was a slow, deliberate rhythm. And it was getting louder. The drops weren't falling down the stairwell. It was hitting the first step, then the second, then the third. She woke her husband. "Listen," she whispered. "Someone is walking up the stairs." But they weren't footsteps. They were too quiet, too small. It was a drop of water. Defying all logic and the pull of the earth, a silver singular drop of water was climbing the concrete stairs. How is that possible? A bug? No. A trick of the pipes? No. The pipes were silent. The night was still. This was a rebellion of nature. A tiny liquid anomaly had decided to ascend. It moved with terrifying determination. Step. Plink. Step. Plink. The horror of the drop wasn't just its movement. It was that everyone could hear it. Slowly, lights began to flicker on under the apartment doors. On the second floor, on the third floor, on the fourth. No one came out. No one dared open their door to check. They just stood there with their ears pressed against the wood, listening to the impossible approach. The tenants were grown men and women. They were rational people. They feared bankruptcy, sickness, and war. They shouldn't have been afraid of a drop of water. Yet, they were terrified. If a drop of water can defy gravity, then the world is no longer safe. If the impossible can happen on the stairs, what else might happen? The drop passed the third floor. The old banker living there held his breath as it moved past his mat. It didn't stop. It continued up. It was a relentless pilgrim, a messenger. But for whom? Is it death? Or God? Or is it simply chaos? The drop is small, but heavy with meaning. Like a diamond, it shines in the moonlight, filtering through the skylight. Blink, blink. It's almost at the top floor now. The tenants below breathe a sigh of relief, but the tenants above are trembling. Where will it stop? Which door will it choose? That is where we leave them. In the dark, listening. The drop hasn't stopped yet. Maybe tonight it will stop on the 5th floor. Or maybe it will come back down tomorrow. Or maybe, just maybe. Tonight, as you lie in bed, you'll hear a faint sound on your staircase. Not falling, but climbing, coming for you, plink,